Good morning, everyone. Hey, today I want to share a tool that has been really helpful for me to distinguish myself from what I'm feeling, right? So oftentimes we're kind of caught up in everything that's going on in our lives, right? Like I'm feeling fearful, I'm feeling some grief, I'm feeling some sadness, I'm feeling some confusion, I'm feeling overwhelmed, right? And so what happens is all of these things are going on, usually simultaneously, and we have to drop the kids off, and we have to go to work, and we're trying to figure out what the hell to make for dinner, right? Like life just tends to swirl on us. So I want to point something out that really, it's been helpful for me to discern what's happening. So I'm feeling fear, and I'm feeling confusion, I feel grief, I feel, what else? We're feeling overwhelmed, right? So here we are. And just pointing out that we are not our feelings. We're also not what we do, right? I am a person, I am a human, and I have feelings. So I feel grief. Do you see how that's separate from I'm all these things? I'm a hot mess. How you doing? I'm a hot mess. Like if we're being honest, some days we're like, I'm a hot mess. The truth is, who you are is just fine. I'm feeling a lot of grief right now. Do you see how that lands? Can you feel that land differently in your body when you recognize that you just are? You are you. You are just fine. You're human. You're experiencing all the things. You're having a really hard time. And you can articulate that by, I'm feeling a lot of grief. I'm feeling overwhelmed, or I feel fearful. Like just being able to, essentially what we're doing is we're taking each one of these that feel like this cluster that is too much, or that we feel like we're just, this is the hot mess. We can't distinguish ourselves from our feelings, and pulling this string. Oh, what I'm feeling is grief. Like I'm still here, I'm still okay, but I feel grief. And just even presencing that, pulling this string, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Something about presencing the way that we feel almost gives permission, or at least I'm going to suggest that it can be your permission to just process that feeling. Yep, feeling a lot of grief today. I might have some tears. I'm really processing a lot. I'm feeling a lot of grief today. And for me, one thing that I've noticed in my own trauma healing journey is it's one thing to feel a lot of things going on in my body. It's another thing to keep up appearances and act as if I don't feel them, right? Like I feel all of this and I'm trying to keep all the lids on and I'm trying to pretend like I'm okay. And that is just too much. It is too much pressure, and I'm trying to keep the lids on these pots. And that's why we feel like we're gonna blow. So I was at an event recently. I was with a mentor and some others in a workshop. And I simply said, before we start, may I just presence that I feel some nervousness. Like my stomach feels tight and I feel like a lot of nervousness around this next step. And I just needed to presence it. I literally just need to say it so that then I would be free. My brain could kind of relax. My body's like, hey, hey, hey. And I'm like, I know. So I just presenced it. I just articulated. And you know what? The gal across from me, we were standing in a circle. The gal across from me, she's like, that's okay. That's okay. Like you could throw up if you needed to. The other gal said you could step away. Do you need some ginger tea? Like there were solutions and there were offerings, but better yet, I felt seen and heard and I landed. And their support was amazing. But what I needed was even my own support. I needed to hear myself. I feel this way. Okay. And then we proceeded and had an amazing experience together, but I was just able to pull the string. What am I feeling? I'm not all of this. I'm feeling a little fearful around this next piece. I'm not sure what's coming. Does that make sense? So I encourage you to try that when you're feeling all the overwhelm. Maybe just pull one of those strings. What is it I'm feeling? Being able to articulate it and giving it voice, and maybe even making allowance for that. I might be tearful. I'm processing a lot of grief. I hope that serves you. I'm sending lots of love, and I'm in it with you. I believe in you, and I see you. Have a wonderful day.